Alright, hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies and gentlemen, and ladies and gentlemen. We encountered an argument between Kyo, Minnie, and Jacob, and it seems that we have a motive for why the ward on Jacob's door was gone, because Kyo probably dislikes Jacob for getting involved between them and Minnie. What classes should I take today? Well, we don't have any more white magic to learn. We've maxed out on white magic and we've learned the ward. We're gonna sleep first of all. And let's see, 24, we'll get one green magic. We'll just learn more green magic, why not? Sleep Monday, April 7th. Sleeping, lost stress. When the halls are empty and quiet, I stop by Barbara's room. I've been asking around about Logan and Jacob to see if they've had any enemies. I wasn't very good at learning anything that way. But then, by accident, I think I found something. Kyo Katsura in Warp Hall. He's a sophomore, and he was Minnie's boyfriend. You know, Minnie Cochran? She never did like Minnie. I don't know any of them well, but from what I understand, Minnie broke up with him and started dating Jacob, and that made Kyo mad. I saw them arguing on the quad. Kyo shoved Jacob and said this thing was killing him, and that next time Jacob wouldn't get away. Of course, I don't know if it's related. He might have meant next time they argue since I stopped them that time. I don't even know when Kyo and Minnie broke up. I didn't expect to need a record of all the romantic relations at Iris Academy. As for Logan, the only thing I know is that he has secrets and sometimes pretends to have even more secrets, which doesn't help much. I suppose you approve of secrets. Anyway, that's all I know. If I hear anything else, I'll tell you, but it gives you a starting point to investigate. Thank you. No problem. She slipped back into her room, her dark eyes thoughtful. I feel like I've really made a difference. Green Magic class. Success! Now, are we all feeling energetic today? Full of vigor and vim? When you find yourself in a competition in life, my seedlings, your ability to act quickly may tip the scales in your favor. Slow and steady may beat fast and erratic, but swift and steady is even better. And if you can't quicken yourself, you can always slow your competition down. A spell of slowness means that while the spell lasts, for every 2 moves you make, your target can only make 1. In that condition, it may be able to outfight them, but it would surely be easier to outrun them. An energized spell would undo a slow spell, is that correct? Yes, that's very clever of you. Even if it isn't cancelled, a slow spell will eventually wear off on its own, so be steady and swift. Cool. Cost 15. That's pretty expensive. Hey Charles, Luke waves at me. Logan's having the last bingo game of the year. Big prizes, do you want to come? It's $5 a card. I thought he usually held bingo on Wednesdays. Why is this one on Tuesday? I don't know, bad feng shui or something? He was talking to Suki about it and she said something about a water wheel and a cheese, but I don't know if that means anything. Trying to figure that out will probably make me even more confused. So, are you coming? Yes, we're gonna play bingo. We want money, so we're gonna save. Alright, great. I head over to Falcon Hall. Greetings, Charles. The year is almost over, so there's a few chances left to spend money. And those who wish to make large purchases are running out of time to increase their savings. Today's game therefore allows for unlimited card purchases, but only one jackpot. Winner takes all. Only one chance? Well, I suppose there's not much left to lose anymore. We can buy 2 cards. An unusual contestant waits while others select their cards. There! She picks a card and sits down, looking content. We wait for Logan to begin calling numbers. And... bingo? 1 or 2 faces look annoyed, but no one detected any signs of magical cheating, so her victory stands. Anyone can be lucky. Logan hands over the stack with a graceful wrist flourish. What am I supposed to do with this? Why are you playing bingo if you didn't want to win the prize? Because otherwise the books would have been in the way. I just don't know. Okay, so we lose. Just buy 1 card. Okay, yeah, no. We're not going to play bingo this time. Are we? No, we should. Can we go back even further than this? No, that's fine. Alright. Look at all these bright shining faces, so alert, so studious, and so filled with potential and energy. Well, not for very long. What is she talking about? The next thing I know, my face is pressed flat to the surface of my desk. Groggily, I push myself back up. Don't you all look darling, like little cabbages in a row? Violence is not the only way to stop someone from interfering with your plans. The gentle touch of a sleep can remove an obstacle swiftly and without harm. Of course, sleep does not last forever. If it did, we wouldn't have much of a class left. So 4 turns, always affected by my white magic. Cool. I awaken in the night to the sound of rain driving itself against the walls and windows. Thunder. Not just a storm. Sorry, just a storm. Nothing important. I turn over in bed and try to settle back to sleep. Whenever there's a storm in fiction, it's always a meaningful storm. Suddenly, someone bangs on my door. Wake up, everybody! Come to the gym! Is there another fire? I try to pull my clothes together and get moving. Out in the halls, I see Manuel knocking on the door down. What's going on? Oh, hi, Charles. This is the first thunderstorm of the season, so we have a ritual to celebrate it. You should go to the gym. All right. Yeah, you can clearly see repeats here. That's Raven. This is Luke. I don't know, actually. One of those Lukes. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. In celebration of the birth of spring, the growth of new life, and the rain that feeds it all, Iris Academy celebrates the first storm of April with a thunder call. It's a dance. It's a ritual. It is exuberant chaos in flesh. Participants stomp and shout and gyrate, their hands waving while elsewhere drums beat out ecstatic rhythms. No two in time with each other. The noise is incredible. It's a bit overwhelming, especially since I was in the middle of a night's sleep, less than an hour ago. I suspect the whole affair may be too much for some students. After a while, the younger students are herded to the safety of the walls to make room for the seniors to show off their skills. They call down fire and lightning from above, wrapping and spinning it around themselves to become the embodiment of the storm. Whoa! William takes the lead, keeping multiple streams of fire whipping dangerously around his limbs. Even the other seniors stop to watch. The lights are dazzling, lingering even when I close my eyes. We on the sidelines are limited to watching and clapping, but our hearts race along with the wildfire. Everyone is howling, stomping, screaming. Help me! Someone has fallen to the floor, robes burning, howling in pain or panic. I was almost drowned out by the noise of the dance. I'm near enough to hear the first reactions, but not to identify the victim. There are still heads in my way, and all around us the celebration is still going. We need help here! The cries are picked up and amplified by others near me, sending ripples through the crowd. Most start trying to get further away from the burning students, but other crowd around, pushing closer for a view. The flicker of fire and lightning fades away as the seniors halt their demonstrations. I duck down, trying to get a better look through the massed legs, and I see a splash of an orange cape on the floor. A wolf. Kyo! Oh no. Attention grabbing. Oh my goodness. That was unnecessary, Kyo. You're just doing this to get back with Minnie. She rushes to the side of her boyfriend? Ex-boyfriend? I'm not sure. He's not burning anymore, at least. Either someone put out the flames or they extinguished themselves. Do not be alarmed. Everything is under control. He'll be right as rain in a moment. Minnie must be healing his burns. Every storm has a little danger. Does this happen often? I suppose in a crowded room full of active young people playing with fire, it's inevitable injuries will occur. Still, Kyo's a second-year student, not a senior. He should have been safely out of the way of all the fire spinning. Well, if he's alright, I suppose we should get back to dancing. One of the students in front of me turns around. Barbara? Was she watching Kyo burn? I tried to catch up with her, but the crowds have started moving in and I'm quickly knocked off course. Barbara! My shout vanishes into a maelstrom of sound. I can't see her. I doubt she could hear me even if she wanted to respond. Barbara? Tired and disoriented, I attempt to lose myself in leaping and shouting until we are all near collapse from exhaustion and I can finally go back to bed. But after so much excitement, sleep flees from my grasp. Green magic class, success! Once classes are over for the day, I go looking for... Barbara? I need to talk to you. She ignores me and walks out of the building. Barbara, wait! Please, I just want to... She quickens her pace, heading deeper into the grounds. This is ridiculous. I stomp after her. Barbara, don't make me shout my questions to the whole school. That's why. Why what? The world starts to twist around me. When my vision resolves, I find myself standing on a hill in a forest. Did she just teleport me away to get rid of me? But before I can react, Barbara teleports herself in. Oh, what's going on? You wanted to talk. I didn't want anyone to hear. I sound like she knows exactly what this is about. Well? Now that I'm faced with the moment, I find myself hesitating. Accusing her makes me feel sick, but I need to know. Did you set Kyo on fire last night? I'm not sure. How can you not know? Because I was looking at him, and I was so angry. I wanted to burn him, and then it happened. I didn't cast a spell. I don't think I did anything, but it might have been me. An unconscious outburst? That's not supposed to happen after someone started magical training. The mind develops new channels for mana. Could her hatred run deep enough to overwhelm all conscious thoughts? She sees the dismayed look on my face and bristles. Do you know what he did? He used you to attack Jacob, I assume, and that's wrong. But that doesn't make it right to... Not that! Do you know what he did to Minnie? Dated her? Stalked her, pushed her, controlled her. And when she tried to leave him, he threatened her. I suppose that's true. I was only thinking about Kyo threatening Jacob, but it was Minnie that he was trying to influence. From the way she acted last night, it seemed like it worked. The whole reason I wanted revenge was to stop guys like him, not to help them. Revenge? When I was 14. I have a bad feeling about this. I wasn't very good at algebra, so I signed up for the school tutoring program. He was in the Mega Math team, and the Honours Club, and the Student Council. He was volunteering his time. I thought he was nice. We had meetings together, alone, once a week, and everything was fine for a few months, until he pushed me up against the wall and put his tongue in my mouth. He grabbed my hair. It was long then. I couldn't move. He said I was supposed to be grateful. When I got free, I told him I was going to report him, and he laughed. He said I couldn't prove it. No one would believe me. And he was right. When I told the teachers what he'd done, they said it was a misunderstanding because he was a nice boy with a bright future. Then they locked us in a room together and told us to work it out between ourselves. Did he do anything worse than kiss you? Is that what matters to you? Is she or isn't she? So you know how much I'm worth? No, not like that. I want to hear that you're alright, that he didn't hurt you that way, because I don't want you to have been hurt. So if all he did was kiss me, then is it alright? No, of course not! But if something else did happen, I don't want you to pretend that it didn't, or make you feel like you have to hide. But you don't have to tell me anything either. Oh, I'm handling this all wrong, aren't I? I don't know what to say. And if he did go further, would you want to kill him? What, would you want revenge? This is a save point. I'm gonna go with my true options. Revenge or justice? I mean, honestly, I would be angry. But revenge is not... I would be tempted, to be honest. Justice would... Oh, I would be tempted. I would want it. I would feel it, but I know I can't. He didn't get that far. He thought I'd freeze again. He had a surprise coming. He said I was a crazy bitch and I got suspended. And your professor still wouldn't do anything about him? No. But people learned to leave me alone. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. That's why I agreed. Sometimes you need vengeance. Agree to what? I can't tell you. So we come back to the promise that she can't talk about. It's something about revenge, cold revenge, carried out in secret by people who don't even know why. I agreed to vengeance, but I never wanted to help someone like Kyo. So I went up to him, and I said I knew that he was behind it, and he smiled at me. He said, "Prove it." And that's when he caught fire. No, that was later. What? Surely if something was going to trigger Barbara to lose her mind and lash out, it would have been that. I didn't talk to him at the rain dance. And what did happen last night? I saw him. He saw me. I stared. He smiled. Then he waved at someone, and then he started screaming. Do you think it was me? Oh, I can't be sure. But no, we said that mana forms new pathways. No, I don't think it could have been you. With all those witnesses, all the professors, Potsdam right there? If it were you, she would have done something about it. Besides, if you didn't blast Kyo when he declared you to prove it, I don't believe you would have lost control just from looking at him. But whatever happened last night, this vengeance business is dangerous. Rushing to respond with violence make it too easy for the wrong people to end up getting hurt, like Jacob and Logan almost were. And even if the right targets were attacked, people still get hurt. I don't want to do it anymore. I didn't think about someone wanting revenge for bad reasons. But Kyo deserves to be punished. If I don't do something, he'll get away with it. They always do. I take a deep breath. We could go to Grabiner. I could use my influence with him to push him to investigate Kyo while leaving Barbara and her secret alone. It might work. On the other hand, it might result in Barbara getting punished or expelled for her part in things. Grabiner is already suspicious of Barbara since she knows my identity and was involved in the fire. We could go to Potsdam instead, but that woman is unpredictable. I have no idea what she might do. But... Minnie. You said he's mistreating her, right? And she's tried to break up with him, but he keeps forcing her back. Yes. So what if we convince her to talk to the professors? If she tells them everything, Kyo will be ruined. If Minnie reports Kyo, he'll surely be punished, and he'll lose his relationship with her as well, and Barbara won't have to be involved. I don't want to talk to Minnie. I know she's on the student council, and you don't like her very much, but she's not the one who hurt you. Yes, she's one of those teacher-approved nice girls with a bright future. Doesn't that mean they'll listen to her? She won't want our help. The girls who date those boys never listen. It is true that Minnie already knows how manipulative Kyo can be, but chooses not to act against him. She insisted to Jacob that Kyo loved her. Jacob said she didn't know what was good for her. He must have tried to convince her to act before and been ignored. Maybe she won't want our help, but she will want to help you. Let me think about this for a bit, okay? There might be a solution. Barbara shrugs. In the meantime, would you like to walk back to the main building with me? It's a nice day. Okay. Well, I hope it'll be okay. Man, this is, it's a pain. Definitely a pain. Barbara and I have arranged to meet Minnie after class. I can't stay long, I'm very busy. Are you? What are you busy with? Well, the final exam is coming up and a lot of people need tutoring support. But I've heard you haven't been showing up to your library study club much anymore. Is it because you're with Kyo, or because you're trying to hide from him? It's complicated. No, it's simple. If you have to hide, you know he's bad. He's not bad. He loves me. He's just very intense. So intense he threatened to kill himself if you didn't get back together with him. So intense he tried to kill Jacob for getting in his way? What? No, he didn't. Think about why someone would set Jacob's door on fire. That was an accident. She looks at Barbara. You said it was an accident. An accident for me. Someone changed the door to make it burn. Someone set me up. You don't know that. Didn't you hear what he said to Jacob? Next time you won't get away? He didn't mean it like that. Tell her what he said to you. I told him that I knew it was him. And he smiled, and he said, prove it. He said it was my fault. What was? Everything. He said I'd made him feel so insecure that he had to show off, and that's why he got burned. I know I didn't make him do it, but if he hurts himself because of me, I'll feel terrible. And if he hurts Jacob because of you? I just have to stay away from Jacob so I don't make Kyo jealous. And if he hurts Barbara? He wouldn't. She challenged him. Do you think he'll let that go? This is what I'm hoping for. If she won't act to protect herself, will she act to protect someone else? The first time I tried to leave, I told Kyo I needed space. That it wasn't his fault, it was mine. It wasn't easy, and I knew his feelings were hurt, but I thought he understood. And then he did this big serenade and begged me to forgive him and take him back in front of everyone. They all thought it was very romantic. I was so tired, and everyone was watching me. I didn't know how to turn him down. And then he sent all those valentines, and now he's talking about how he'll die, and I just don't know how to make it stop. You need to talk to the professors and tell them what Kyo's been doing. Tell them he made threats. They'll have to act. I tried to talk to Professor Potsdam once. She said what a shame it would be for my year as president to end in a romantic scandal. What? Maybe Potsdam just didn't understand what Minnie was telling her. You see, they don't listen. Even for girls like her, they don't listen. Even for... Barbara, did something happen to you? Not here. I'll do it. I'll report Kyo. If the headmistress won't listen, I'll go to Professor Grabiner. This isn't quite what I expected, but it's probably a better idea. Why? Why now? Because I'm a leader and I have responsibilities. Kyo needs help and I need to get back to my study club. So, maybe you'll come tomorrow, Barbara? No. Oh. I want to go out with Charles tomorrow. Sometimes neither of us need to say a word. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad you have such a good friend to rely on. Maybe we can talk some other time. She means yes. I think I got that. Maybe now things can work out. Oh my goodness. Whew. On Saturday morning, the mail and allowances are delivered, including, to my surprise, a payment for me. I must have finally paid off the advance that Potsdam gave me earlier in the year. It's a bit late for it to make much difference now. Barbara wants to go to the mall today. I better go meet her. We ride the mall together, her arm brushing against mine every time the van finds a bump or a turn. She doesn't say anything. That's alright. She doesn't need to. When we reach the mall, she spins in place and then smiles at me. Well, you're in a good mood. She nods. What would you like to do? Games. Sure, we can play games. She nods and leads the way to the arcade. It's early in the day and the arcade doesn't look too busy yet, though someone in the back is already busy racking up high scores on the pinball. Big Steve. Racing or prizes? She holds up a $20 bill. I'm paying. I don't have a great experience with either. Yeah, this is definitely a save point. Okay. Games? Right, let's do prizes. Let's try to win some prizes. Barbara takes me around to tell me about the different machines that give out tickets. There's one where you try to hit a button just as a flashing light is going around in a circle to get a certain position. In a circle gets to a certain position, but she warns me away. They cheat. Little prizes are safer. Instead, she leads me down to a game that appears to be a strange variation of bowling. You roll the ball underhand to try and make it hop into different holes for points. It's easy to get the lowest score, but popping harder in the hopes of hitting the highest ring makes it more likely to fall into the gutter with nothing. Barbara seems to be enjoying herself, smiling and throwing the ball smoothly. Sometimes she misses, but she only shakes her head and tries again. Mostly she does quite well. However, when we decide we've had enough and count up our tickets, we've only won enough to redeem a tiny rubber monster that slides over her finger. That's normal. Still, I see her eyes slide to the far more impressive stuffed toys in the claw machine. Let me try. It won't work, they never let you in. Then I'll lose, but I'll survive. I put in some coins and press the buttons. I retrieve the little stuffed rabbit from the machine's dispense chute, still half disbelieving. I suppose if no one ever won, they wouldn't be able to keep taking money. I try to offer the rabbit to Barbara, but she hesitates. You won it. It was your money, and I won it for you. Too many sad things happen in life, whether people deserve them or not. But sometimes good things happen too. You just have to accept them. Oh, look at that. Oh, I drape the bunny on Barbara's shoulder. I hold very still, ready to take it back if necessary, but after a moment she relaxes. Thank you. You're welcome. After a little bit more time in the arcade, we move on to the food court. Barbara suggests that we eat something called chimichangas. Sounds very American and looks very big and messy. I do trip a tiny bit of salsa onto my roast, but Barbara doesn't laugh and is quick to fetch an extra napkin for me. A simple place, bright lights and coloured plastics and screaming children, and us. 2 teenagers, happy to be together. By the time we return to Iris Academy, it's late in the afternoon, but the spring sunlight is still warm. Outside her door, Barbara smiles at me. Thank you for being patient with me. You helped me and showed me that I could fix mistakes. You believed I was strong. You made me feel safe. Thank you. Charles, may I... What? Kiss you? I understand why she needs to ask, so I don't tease her about it. Yes, you may. Okay. Don't move. I wouldn't dream of it. Oh! Oh, look. Oh. Oh. Oh my, oh, I'm getting tears in my eyes. Oh my goodness. Oh. Steadying herself against my chest, she leans forward and kisses my lips. Even when she pulls away, I can still feel my skin tingling where she touched me. Oh. Thank you. I don't know what to say. I'm just smiling. She looks confused and then waves her hand and raises her hand and waves at me. Ah, I see. She doesn't know how to say goodbye or doesn't want to. Until another day. She nods. With that, she leaves for her room. It was a good day. Very much so. Very good day. I think we will end this one here. Yeah, I think this is a good place to end. We ended on a very positive note. So thank you guys very much for watching today. And again, if you guys are in relationships and your friends are giving you warnings, it's like the thing of what is it? I would associate it with being far too close to the picture to see the whole. So let's imagine that a relationship has there's a picture of a relationship, right? And on this picture there's a little portion of it down in the corner that is love, because a relationship is more than just love. Like, if it were just love, then all relationships would be the same. There's other elements to relationships as well other than that. Each person in the relationship is an individual, and that needs to be respected. But if you just focus on the love portion and the being together portion, you're kind of diminishing your own individualisticness, your own individuality, your own... I almost want to say your own humanity to a certain extent. But with what Minnie was doing, she was looking too close to the picture. Too close at the love portion and the being together portion that she couldn't see the greater whole. But your friends, they stand further away from the picture than you do, so they get to see more of it than you do. I'm not saying always go with the opinions of your friends, but definitely always take them into account. Definitely always give them the time of day. Make sure their opinions are heard at the very least. Even though you might disagree with them and you might still have a falling out or whatever based on your differences, just remember to treat each other like humans, okay? It's hard. Like, even though I'm saying this, it's also hard for me to do this when I'm caught up in the moment. I'm thinking back to especially when I've been at work and I've been very frustrated at having to do work and the people around me, and I just turn around and yell at someone. And I don't mean to do that. The other day I called my manager incompetent, and yeah, he's younger than me, so it's he's cool with it. He's not like he's not like 30 or 40 years old person who's been working there for years. Well, he has been working there for years, but he's younger than I am, so he's pretty chill about it, and we have a good relationship anyway. But after that, I went up to him and apologized, and he was like, "Oh, you said that? Oh, well." And then he started making jokes about it all day. He even said, like, "les incompetents," to me as, like, a joke afterwards. So, you know, it's all good. But yeah, remember to treat each other like human beings. And remember to have fun. Remember to respect other people. And, yeah. Try to be aware of when you're standing too close to the picture. But that's my advice segment for the episode done. Thank you again for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Take care.